Hey there, CPO here, and today I got an email from somebody asking me for help with getting their OpenTX transmitter programmed to work with a Radian simple soar plane. And so here's the email I got. I have searched all over the net for this answer and can't find anything. I have a Parkzone Radian and I want to be able to control the rudder and elevator with the right stick and the throttle with the left stick. How do I do this? Well, I don't always have time to answer questions directly with a video, but I thought this would be helpful and quick and easy for me to do. So the Radian is a simple soarer, and basically it's got two controls, elevator and rudder, and of course the third control being the throttle. So I had to figure out exactly how the Radian is set up because I don't own one. So I went to the Radian manual on the Parkzone website. And basically what I was able to find out is, first of all, what they have defined as the controls for Mode 2. I'm assuming a Mode 2 here because of the indication of left stick being the throttle. But exactly as he asked for, it's elevator and rudder on the right. And then I go and I look at what receiver comes with it, and it's a Spectrum AR500. And you can see the channel assignments associated with that receiver. So that's very helpful in understanding how to program the OpenTX transmitter. And then, thankfully, they also put in a picture of what the servos look like connected to the AR500. And as we can see here, we've got the throttle connected, the rudder is actually plugged into the aileron channel, and then the elevator channel is plugged into this channel. So what that means is we basically want to program it in OpenTX so that the rudder is actually running on the aileron channel. So let's look at that in Companion 9X. So I'm going to create a brand new model here, and I'm going to focus primarily on the mixes part of the screen. So let's go back and look at our receiver mapping and then compare that with what we're seeing in the mixes. So channel 1 is throttle, no big deal. That's exactly what we want. And let's just label it throttle so that we know exactly what's what. Channel 2, however, is labeled as aileron, but that's actually where the rudder servo is plugged in. So let's just make this rudder. So we're going to call it rudder, even though we're still going to use the aileron input source, and that's the important part here. Channel 3 is elevator. We're going to leave that the same. Let's just label it for consistency. And as it turns out, channel 4, the original rudder channel, isn't even being used. So let's delete it to get that out of our way. So basically, everywhere I see aileron, I'm going to substitute it with rudder for the purposes of this. And there's other things that you can set up in here. I'm not going to get into how to totally set up a model, but just looking at how the mixes screen would be used for the basic fundamental setup. The other thing here is you go into the sticks menu, and you can see the same thing, basically. So for aileron, this is actually going to be our rudder channel, and we can also set our weights and our expo. So let's just say we wanted 30% expo on these, and we'll do the same thing for the elevator, say 30% expo. Now you can set a weight in here as well, or you can also go back to the mixes screen and then set a weight as far as like a in travel. So just let me show you real quickly how that would look. Go back over to mixes, and here I'm going to set a weight, on the rudder channel. The difference being is if you do it on the sticks, it sets the weight for everything associated with that channel. For here, you can have a little bit more granularity into how you set those weights. So the real point being is everywhere you see aileron on channel 2, we're just going to substitute that with rudder. So that's pretty much it. And you can see here how everything works the way it should. Now, alternatively, you can set it up with rudder being on the rudder channel, channel 4. You just have to move that servo from channel 2 to channel 4, actual physical airplane. But if you wanted to leave the airplane as is, assuming it came this way, then that's a quick way to set up OpenTX to work with it. So that's it. I opted to tell you not only how, but why. So hopefully that's helpful for you. Appreciate you watching, and thanks for the email, and I will catch you on the next one.